Okay, so now we're going to enter the tangent line. I'm just going to enter the tangent line that we came up with first. So in Grapher, it's really nice because you can just go back and delete and start from scratch and enter things implicitly. So what did we have? Y minus 1. And then we said that was equal to, we had a fraction. So I'm going to put that in parentheses. Can somebody let Connor in, please? Thank you. Is it negative 2 pi on top, you guys? Thank you. You can hit pi for pi. And then we need to divide by pi plus 8. I'm going to fix that negative real quick. 1 second, Mr. Pig. In the middle of a big computation. And then over here we're going to have our x minus pi divided by 4. I think that should work. Okay, so there's my tangent line. I'm going to stretch these out. So you guys see I'm changing the scale. You just click on the axes. There's another way to do it too, by the way. But that's how I'm going to do it.
Sorry, Mr.
Is it plus pi over 4, Katie? Thank you. Plus? Yeah, we did have plus pi over 4. Thank you. So that changes it to down there. Okay, so there's that. To add a new equation, to add the actual curve we were trying to be tangent to, you go down here. That's one way to do it. There's multiple ways. So I'm going to add a new equation. So what was the original equation that we differentiated? Can you guys tell me? Because I don't have it.
I got something different.
Hold on. X squared? Inverse tangent. I think there's some things over here to help you with inverse tangent. You can like look it up. Some different things here. I think you can. Let's try inverse tangent and see if it works. Inverse tangent of y. I haven't done this for a while. So that's equal to what? Y plus 1? Was it plus 1? Minus 1. Thank you. Whoa. So I'm guessing this probably didn't work. Let's try Derek's approach. Maybe the grapher likes it better if you enter arctangent. Oh, see how it changed it? You guys look at this, watch. See how it's italic? And when I got done, it changed it. I'm guessing that's accepting it now. So I'm going to hit enter. There we go, there we go. So I think that's definitely what the arctangent, some kind of arctangent thing will look like from my experience. You guys probably don't have that. Did it work?
Mine did.
So I'm guessing that I have typed something wrong in Grapher. So what was it? Y minus 1. It's this pi over 4 thing, yeah? So you can, of course, always like go over here and try to get a fraction. There's one right there. Let's see if that worked. You didn't do it that way, go Katie, you said?
I did it this way, fraction. That's what
Ha! Ha! So that was just a little syntax thing. So it's totally working right there. We can see it. What is that point? Negative. It was negative pi over 4. What is negative pi over 4? Think about it as a decimal. I'm going to put it in my calculator. Negative pi divided by 4. It's about negative 0.8. That looks like it could be negative 0.8 right there. It's like right here-ish somewhere. Yeah, totally. And does that look like it has a y-coordinate of 1, you guys? It's totally tangent at exactly the right spot. So when you do your thing, I think you should probably change some colors, make it look nice. So here's how you change colors. So if I wanted my tangent line to be purple, I could go and say, you hit the inspector over here, so turn it to purple. You can make it thicker if you press the line. So then if you go and grab the other one, you can make it whatever color you want. So if your favorite color is green, make it green. Make it a little bit thicker. And then for your assignment, you can go like that. If you want to change the scale to like, if you're like, man, 0.5, I can't see that real clearly. You might go to the scale and go to adjust this. And you can change it to adjust just by 1 or whatever you want. You can make it adjust by increments of pi. If you press this, it'll go by increments of pi, if you guys see the pi. So there's all kinds of things you can do there. Yeah, that kind of looks nicer, doesn't it? So I'm pretty satisfied with that guy. I might even click the button here to kind of show it down here at the bottom of the screen. If If you click, though, it kind of shades out one of them, so I don't know. Judgment call on your part, but you guys all know how to take screenshots on your Mac, right? So hit Command-Shift-4, and whatever part of the screen you want to select it, and it'll make a nice screenshot out on your home screen that then you can copy and paste into Microsoft Word. Okay, so you've just got 2 of these problems to do. That shouldn't prove, I don't think, too hard a task. The other part is you need to type up your equations. You need to type up your work. You don't have to like show as many steps as you'd like to show that you think would be necessary for a professional presentation. So you just have to do this on 2 of them. So let me show you a little bit of how to do that. So I'm going to go to Microsoft Word, open a new document. Okay, so here's how you enter equations. I think I've showed most people in this classroom a couple times how to do this. So let's review. So I'm going to go to Document Elements. There's an equation editor on the right-hand side over here. So I'm just going to start maybe by justifying that left. Bring up my document elements again. And I'm just going to start typing in exactly what we had. So what do we have? X squared. So x squared. You can type in x squared and then hit space and it'll automatically execute for you. You can also use some of these things up here and get squared and all that stuff. So there's shortcuts, there's the long way. Whichever way you can figure out works for me. So I'm going to go plus x. Wasn't it x arctangent y? So I'm going to write tangent. Oh, it didn't like this. One hint, guys, is for some reason this version of Word doesn't like it if your equations are bold. So if you keep them non-bold, it'll kind of help you out. So I'm going to go tangent, space. Oh, come on. Let's go tangent like this. Oh, man, really? Come on, Microsoft Word. Usually you can just hit tangent and it'll go. Let's see. There we go. So I had to put a space in there. You could, of course, go and find it, though. I mean, if you go to equation, you can see your trig functions are all right here. Nice and ready for you. I didn't want tangent, though. We wanted arctangent, right? So here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to go by the n, hit caret. What power? -1. That's how we say arctangent. And hit space. And it does it for me. And then in here it was arctangent of y, space. It makes the parentheses nice and edited. And then we were equal to y. What was it? Y -1. Okay, and then I'd like to see a few steps of your work. So the next step would be, we had 2x plus, then we had a product rule. So I might put that in parentheses. First times derivative of the second. So you could do that as a fraction, or you could go up here and grab the fraction thing, you know, to kind of make your life easier. So I'm going to go 1 and y squared plus 1. Then we had a plus for the product rule, and we had first times derivative of the second plus the second. Derivative of the first is times 1. And now I'm going to hit space right there. You guys see that? Let's undo. Notice if I have 2 parentheses that are open and you run them bigger, if you hit space right now, it like does some magical stuff. You can also get that to happen by like using some of these box things up here, but it's pretty nice if it just works like that. Now what was my mistake when I did this? Where's the y prime go? Here, here. Wasn't it up here? It was like right here, right? So times y prime prime, you could probably just use an apostrophe. That's nice. Okay. Equals, we had y prime on the other side too, right? So there's your second step. If you want to get like a vertical evaluate bar, that's kind of a tricky thing. Let me see if I can figure that out to help you guys. So let's say we wanted to have at the end dy dx. Watch this. Space. Dy dx evaluated at a certain spot. Well, there's a vertical bar, so you could try that with a space. Didn't work. So I think I might need to copy and paste this thing and go and see if I can find something that'll give me a vertical bar. So I'm going to go look at the brackets here. Anybody see like something that might give me like a vertical bar on one side? Right there, yeah? So I'm going to go like this, and boom. Or you could like hit that first and then copy and paste your dydx. There's all kinds of different ways to do this. And I think if you hit subscript, so you could get this and paste it inside of a subscript like right here, but I know the shortcut. The shortcut for subscript is underscore. If you hit underscore and you want it to be like, I don't know, I'll get 2. Let's just say it was just 2. Now I hit space, look at that. And then it's down there and you could go edit it and kind of put in whatever you want, like pi. So for pi in Microsoft Word, you hit \pi, or you can go find it. Was it pi over 4 comma 1? It wasn't it negative pi over 4? So notice I'm going to make this negative. Now what should I hit right here to activate those parentheses? So notice, I don't expect you guys to have perfection in terms of this, but it can be achieved. So do the best you can. All right, make it look nice and neat, and that'll be sufficient. All right.
My line is how to get the evaluated line.